Welcome back to the channel, guys. Let's do a tutorial on how to clean your chiller. What I cover in this video applies to both the EcoPlus and Active Aqua series of chillers. These brands are my #1 recommendation if you're building a DIY cold plunge. And this specific chiller has been put through the ringer. It's been unprotected in rain, snow, and fall weather, so there's been plenty of sunlight hitting this thing, debris getting sucked up into the air filters. I've done absolutely no maintenance on this thing, so a cleaning is long overdue. Let's dig in. So you can take off the side vents just by lifting up that little tab, and you can do that on both sides. Then on the front, take a screwdriver and remove the bottom screw, and that allows you to take this front grill off. And once you have this off, I like to put this screw back in place just so I don't lose it. With the 3 main air filters removed, we need to actually remove the mesh screen. Take your screwdriver on the main filter and just loosen the screws there. Then you should be able to slide the filter up and off of this housing. And you can see that that got pretty nasty. On the 2 side filters, you're going to remove the screws entirely to remove the mesh screen that way. And again, I always think it's a good idea to just keep the screws in place so you don't lose them. So we've got that one there. Then we'll do the same thing with this last one. And here's a look at what almost a full year's worth of debris looks like. Now the name of the game is just to clean everything off, and I'm just gonna use a hose to do that. So spray everything down and give it a light scrub if needed to get everything off. Then you can dry everything off as best you can just using a rag, and then let them sit out until they fully dry. While your air filters are drying out, just take a wet rag and clean up the exterior of your chiller. And in my case, there's not really anything on the back grill that I need to clean up, but you could take a shop vac and vacuum this out. And now that everything's had a chance to dry out, we can put everything back together. So on the smaller vents, remove those screws before reattaching the filter. Then on your main vent, there's those notches. So you'll push that through on that main plate and then slide it down before tightening these screws. And there we go. Things are looking much better than they were just a little bit ago. Now take your side vents and just click those back into place before reattaching the front plate with the screw. Next, it's a good idea to flush out the inside of the chiller. To start, fill a bucket or tub with warm water. The cool thing about how we set up the plan is that you'll be able to use all of your components to clean this out. So you'll hook your pump up to the in port on your chiller like you normally would. You'll detach your out port and just feed that back into the bucket or tub that you're using. And we can plug the pump in and start going. Then you'll want to add a flushing agent, and I'm just using some hydrogen peroxide. I ran that for about 2 hours, and you can dump everything out. Then fill it with fresh water just to rinse out all of the internal pipes and chiller. With that done, you can once again dump everything out and then carefully empty your chiller. And that's how it's done. As far as frequency is concerned, I would do this every time you do a water change. It's also a good idea to go through these steps if you're gonna pull your chiller in for the winter. For me personally, with the plumbing, filtration, and sanitation plan that I have set up, I can go every 3 months or so before a water change. So I'll just do chiller maintenance on that cadence when I change the water. And like I said, the exact same principles will apply to the Active Aqua, but let me know in the comments if you want a deep dive on this specific chiller. That's it for now, guys. We'll see you at the next video.